Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Quest for Glory 2. And let's see. I'm actually trying to remember, where did we leave off in Quest for Glory 2? Do you remember, Gok?
I think wizards were involved.
Oh yeah, I think that's what we did. We finished the Wizards uh, Institute shenanigans, and we became an unofficial wizard. So, because we turned down their request to give up everything to become a wizard.
Can you see it anywhere else in this place, or just on that table?
At that table in this corner, that's the only place where we can sit. That is our dedicated sitting spot.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, and we also did the fire elemental. So let's see, what else is there to do? Because I think we have like 2 days before the next big event happens. So I guess for the time being, it's just training and leveling up.
Mm-hmm. Madame, I came for another good session of woman beating.
It's especially good since the child is there to watch.
Watch and learn, kid. Find yourself a woman who can take a beating like your mom.
Let's see. We're recording this just after Christmas, so hopefully you guys all had a good Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Kwanzaa, maybe. Mine was pretty good. I got to see my family, had some good dinners. How about you, Gok?
What the hell is Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa? That's the African holiday that's around Christmas.
Is that when they celebrate when they had a good slave harvest?
No. It's basically it's basically their version of Thanksgiving.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Except they celebrate on the 26th.
I wouldn't be surprised if if the Dahomey would have, for example, a holiday to celebrate when they sold a lot of slaves. Wow.
Yeah. For
the
those who don't.
Portuguese the Portuguese bought a massive shipment today. This is a day of celebration, folks.
Yeah, and for those wondering, Dahomey is the tribe that the Woman King is based on, and if you look up any information on them, they were massive slave traders.
I know they had celebrations where they sacrificed hundreds of slaves. Like whenever a king died, in honor of the king, they killed like hundreds of people. I'm thinking to myself, man, the slaves would be praying for kings to have a very long life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, a lot of weird traditions. Especially even now with like a lot of the warlords that are over there. Like there's the one guy who fights in a dress, and I can't remember if it's him or somebody else, but it's like they fight. They either fight in the dress or they do like some weird blood ritual to make them invincible to bullets.
as is tradition. Uh, Solomon is looking at me with longing eyes. He wants some of my cheese bread.
Well, what you do is that you cut a little circle in your cheese bread and then you put it over his face, so he has a little hat.
I saw earlier today, and I was laughing a lot of a bunch of pictures of women who don't know how to spell cologne, so instead they just say colon. I like when you can smell a man's colon as it passes by. Is this guy a blacksmith?
Yes, and he is very proud of his arm wrestling competition win. So if we beat him, we get paid a little bit, but we also need to beat him for an item for later on. So we did that now, and so we don't have to worry about it later. And okay, I guess we're going back to the guild hall. Let's see. You guys get anything good for Christmas?
About half a kilo of meat.
That's pretty good. I probably got that in chocolate. Because someone's got to keep the chocolate business afloat.
I wonder if this woman fears sudden drafts.
I have a feeling that she probably takes advantage of those. But,
Like a groundskeeper wheelie when he's playing football.
Yeah, basically. Or, no, I think it was basketball that he took advantage of that. But, no, I was just about to say, do you hear about the weird thing that's going on with chocolate lately?
No.
Okay, so I'm not sure if it's like this for most other places in the world, but I do know that at least in Canada here, there is a bit of contention with chocolate factories because since the ingredients for making chocolates are becoming more and more scarce, they've had to figure out ways to try and reduce the amount of cocoa they use and increase the other ingredients to try and still keep it like tasting like chocolate.
They're gonna increase the amount of Coke instead.
Exactly. No, what it is that they are trying to... So because of this weird balance that they're doing, chocolate bars are now being renamed to candy bars because the amount of cocoa that has been removed technically makes it not chocolate anymore.
Oh, that is so stupid.
Yeah, and it's all because chocolate is genuinely a scarce resource.
Is the government related to this in any way? Involved with this?
Um, I think in terms of like what was it? I think they're probably involved in the way that, you know, things have to be like at a certain amount for it to be considered X, you know? So that way companies just don't skimp on it like the way that bakers used to skimp on ingredients to try and get more like donuts and stuff. You know that's how like the term baker's dozen became a thing, right?
Mm. No, I was not aware of that.
Okay, yeah. So a dozen is 12, but a baker's dozen is 13, and that's because when ingredients were more scarce, bakers would skimp on ingredients. So if you wanted an actual dozen, you'd have to order 13.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I think those government rulings are more along those lines to just make it so that way they don't skimp on the ingredients. There was one time though that I was riding the train, and the guy who was sitting next to me, he happened to work in the food industry, and I was asking him about it, and he said, "Oh no, my job is really boring. You don't want to hear about it." And I was like, no, 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 talk about it. What do you do?"
And
And
then after he taught, he said he told you about his job. He said, "Wow, that's really boring. I regret asking."
no, it was actually pretty interesting. Basically, his job was that he works in the cheese section of his factory, and his job is to figure out like the exact quantities to make cheese. Like to take away a lot of the ingredients to make cheese while it still gets to be classified as a cheese. Because I guess that if you take away too many ingredients, then it becomes, I don't know, a yogurt. I don't know.
I discover I have to find out the appropriate amount of feed dust to chew to put in to replace the cheese.
Yeah, basically.
I have an army of old women grinding their feet to provide us with material. Quentin Tarantino keeps trying to break into the factory, though that's a problem.
He's the biggest supporter of our feet cheese.
You gotta remember, like I think Quentin Tarantino was the guy. He had a, like that I think is from Dusk to Dawn, where he cast him had a scene where Salma Hayek
Yeah, I
was
think I know the
wearing.
scene you're talking about. It's the one where he drank a shot off a stripper's foot.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, oh, okay. I trust me, guys. It's imperative that I cast myself for this scene.
It's also imperative that there's at least 1 foot shot in every one of my movies.
Mm-hmm. It is heartbreaking that cloning science didn't has not been sufficiently developed to
Well,
make Salma Hayek a commodity.
I think that's part of the reason is that there's ethical issues involved when it comes to cloning.
Ah, like that ever stopped them? When have ethical concerns actually stopped scientists?
Um, well, I guess that's why they're starting now,
Mm.
roughly. Maybe. Who knows?
Let's bring back Mengele. He would be okay with mass cloning Salma Hayek. It looks like that mountain has a pair of balls.
Look, man, you do what you can with these limited colors back in the 90s, all right? And sometimes you gotta get testicle rocks.
Mm-hmm. It's the same screen, just different colors. And now it's just flipped over. Flipped around. Whatever. Ah, and there are the testicles again.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, Albuquerque is 1,500, 1,052 cubics. I don't know what a cubics is,
Mm-hmm.
but we can finally visit Weird Al.
Mm-hmm. Are they still trying to buy the isotopes?
Uh, what, the Brigands?
No, Albuquerque.
I don't remember that part in the song. Anything about isotopes.
It was an episode of The Simpsons.
Oh.
How Homer found out that they were trying to they were trying to they were gonna sell the isotopes team from Springfield to Albuquerque, and then he went on a hunger strike.
And he
And
managed to
when
survive for 3 years.
I think there was like a really fat guy who went on a hunger strike for almost a year. The guy was literally like some 200 pound, like 300 pounds dude. Went on a hunger strike. Came out. He probably came out looking like a wet bag.
Yeah. Imagine if he actually exercised while doing all that.
Jesus. Yeah. The problem is that like even if you exercise, your skin doesn't retract. You know, because like people who exercise, yeah, you can see the muscles, but you can like the skin flaps just remain.
Hmm.
So I think that like either you gotta wait a few years until your skin readjusts to your new body, or you get surgery to cut the excess.
Yeah, and whenever you kill the scorpion, it has. If you search it, you don't get anything. You have to specifically say take tail.
Ah, that's dumb.
Yeah, it's a little annoying, but it's not the worst thing ever. Let's see.
You know what would be really funny?
What?
If it does find it is funny to think that it maybe like that your intelligence is actually like the raw value of your IQ. So that means in the previous game your IQ was basically room temperature, like Celsius temperature.
Yeah. Um, Although that would mean that we would become a beyond certified genius by the fifth game because our intelligence could go up to a maximum of 500.
hmm It is pretty funny though, like to think that you're actually like the canonically your character was too stupid to even vote. Well, to be fair, so are most people nowadays. Your character was so stupid that it actually makes sense he would pick his nose with a lockpick.
But we had to be.
Maybe my
But if we
maybe
were
my
too
the
stupid, then we'd kill ourselves doing so.
maybe maybe my theory that he was putting back the wrinkles on his brain was true. His brain was excessively smooth, and he had to create the wrinkles himself using the lockpick.
I mean, that could be the case. Yeah, I think this is what Quest for Glory 2 is going to be for the next little bit until like more elementals and shit come around. It's just going to be grinding and getting those stats up.
Oh goodness. Are you gonna be maxed out when this comes when the game ends?
Uh, Based on how much time they give us, roughly, yeah. I think the one of the skills that doesn't get up to too much is I don't think it's endurance. No, maybe it is endurance or it's strength. It's one of the two. I know throwing doesn't get touched throughout the entire series because fuck that noise. What point is being able to throw something when I can cast fireball?
You can throw Molotov. You can throw Molotov cocktails and then cast a fireball on the Molotovs to make the effect even worse.
Seems redundant, but all right.
No, seems smart. You're maximizing the potency of your spell with a little bit of lighter fuel. Can you stay put? Bum.
Who's staying put?
Solomon.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't want to stay put, he just wants to mess around my desk. Lousy bum. You asshole. You're such an asshole. You're such a rascal.
Let's see. I
I'm
think we do
scratching
some
his neck
nighttime
now.
exploring, which is basically how you make your insane amounts of money in this game.
So you're gonna go like the GTA route. You're gonna go beat hookers in the night.
Not quite. Unless you mean by hookers, you mean jackalmen.
Mm.
Alright, just gotta fill up my water skins first. And then we should be good from there. And let's see. Is there any other sustenance that we need?
The love of a good woman.
No, 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 no. That can wait.
I mean, you already found a woman who can take a severe beating, so like, what else do you need?
Yeah, but then I'd have to raise someone else's kid. That doesn't feel right. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, for every scorpion tail that we give this guy, he'll give us 40 dinars, which is nuts. Or either that or I think we had two, so he gave 20 dinars for each one. I think that was it. Yeah, yeah. But still, that's a lot of dinars.
How much do I actually need in this game?
Uh, in order to beat it, definitely not that much. Like, pretty much your starting gold is basically enough. Everything else is surplus. Because, I don't think, you can actually get any, extra, what's the word? Like, you can't get any upgrades for your weapons or anything like you could in the first game. So, we're kind of stuck with the dagger and, or chainmail. That is one thing I will say about this combat system. It's kind of hard to tell if they're dodging or if you're hitting. I know that they have the little graphic, like the little green star whenever you hit. But what I'm talking about is like what makes it so that way your attack lands versus it misses, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and it's nighttime. I guess, yeah, I think we're gonna take a quick nap and then, uh, uh, explore the desert at night. And then we'll get to see all the fun creatures that run around. And thankfully nobody minds that we run around at night. So,
There's no.
alright, Barney, let's go on an adventure. And what's nice is that they have the constellations that you can see here. So we got the little source up in the corner there, a hand, and on the other side, I think we see a dragon and something else.
To the stars, Bowen.
You gotta
Apparently
go.
the
Hmm?
apparently the voice actor who played Draco in the Italian dub of Dragonheart died in like the very next day after Sean Connery passed away.
Oh wow, that's quite the coincidence. But how was the Italian version?
I have no clue. I never seen it.
Okay. I just know that the fact that they made sequels to Dragonheart is baffling, considering that it ended about as clear cut as that movie could, with no room for a sequel.
Yeah, yeah, and then like the first sequel, I seen the second one, and it's the most clear cut straight to DVD garbage.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know that. Oh, and here's where we make all of our money. Whenever Jackalmen appear, each one gives like a bunch of dinars that you kill, and they're super fucking easy to kill. So just poke, 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 poke. And there we have it. Best of the Jackalmen, and we search them, and we get 10 dinars and 60 centimes. But anyway, Dragonheart 2. I can't remember if at the end of that one, it turned out that there was another dragon, and it was like a Chinese dragon. Or was that a
I
different Dragonheart movie?
I don't probably a different one because I remember in the second one there was the one that was born from the egg.
Yeah, I think that might have been the second one then. Because I remember at the end of it, it was like, oh yeah, the evil guy was a Chinese dragon. Or some shit like that.
I remember the first one. The evil dragon was the one passing for was the one making the rules in the kingdom, while the king man was taken by Saruman, controlled by Saruman, basically out of commission.
In the first one?
No, the second, in the first sequel. I mean,
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was about to say there was no evil dragon in the first one.
there was.
There
Yeah,
was?
no, in the first sequel, yes. There in the second movie there was an evil dragon, but I don't remember if he was Chinese specifically. He was just an asshole dragon who like hated humans.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Um, I just know that the Dragonheart sequels were fucking horrible. um, let's see. So what I'm trying to search around for here is a ghoul because apparently we need ghoul hands in order to help the apothecary. But I just keep getting these goddamn scorpions. And thankfully we're so fast now that we can just rapid fire our dagger like crazy. And we might as well take its tail anyway.
Do you have a favorite dragon in fiction?
Um, like a favorite type of dragon, or was there like in a movie that I saw like, oh yeah, that's a dragon that I like kind of thing?
A favorite just dragon character.
Favorite character. I never really thought about favorite character. I just here's a ghoul. And these guys are surprisingly easy, although it is warned that if they claw you, they paralyze you. But that's never happened because, you know, they're very slow. But anyway, like with the scorpion, you have to take its claws. You can't search it. But anyway, as far as dragons go, I never really thought about a favorite dragon from fiction. Let's see. I mean, I like Smog. He's pretty cool. Um, what else was there? Now you put me on the spot. I have to think of dragons and see if I like them or not. Um, I don't know. I always had more of a thing for like designs of dragons, I guess. Like as a kid, I always liked blue dragons, and I still do. But let's see. I don't know. What was your like favorite dragon, so to speak?
Verminthrax.
Was that the one from the that Disney movie that was more mature that didn't do too well?
Yeah, Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, Dragon Slayer. That's it.
Yeah, Verminthrax pejorative. Like I just love I love the design of the dragon so much.
Yeah, it does give me a bit of pause for thought, though. Um, More specifically, when it comes to like what is it? Uh, like when he pulls out his wings, because or I guess when she pulls out her wings. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but anyway, uh, so whenever she pulls out her wings, like her forearms become the wings.
Yeah, like they're it's very much like
A wyvern,
yeah,
which
or like Skyrim dragons.
is that how Skyrim dragons work? I thought they had the wings on the back, and then
No, no, their arms are double as the wings,
okay,
which is actually consistent because the dragons are supposed to be spawned from Akatosh, which is the god of time. And Akatosh, when you see the avatar of Akatosh, he's a dragon with wings for arms.
okay.
Or very bat-like. Welcome, hero.
Yeah, and we have done enough for day 6, so that is where we shall leave today. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time. Have a nice night.
Bye-bye.